Governor Umar Fintiri of Adamawa State has revealed that education remains top priority list of his administration. The governor is appealing to partners and other stakeholders to support him in the implementation of the state policy on education in order to achieve a common goal for development. The governor made this appeal during the state's education policy validation meeting in Yola, the Adamawa State capital. Seated here at the banquet hall of the Government House in Yola, the Adamawa State capital, are critical stakeholders in the education sector. It's a meeting put together by the state government in collaboration with the Center for Advocacy, Transparency and Accountability Initiative funded by the Malala Foundation. The State Deputy Governor, Professor Kaletapwa Farauta, says the policy document would serve as a guide for educational development in the state and the country at large.
I'm believing God that on behalf of the government of Adamawa State and on behalf of the governor who has made education a priority, that from henceforth, when Adamawa's figures of out-of-school children will be reported, I'm believing God that it should be that all of us are talking with the same voice, so that there will be no discrepancy in the figures the government is giving and our partners are giving, because we are the people you are reporting about and we know where we are coming from, where we are today, and the plans we have for our people.
Representatives of the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and Education in Emergency Working Group at the event threw their weight behind the government policy on education and interventions.
No state has been this forthright in terms of bringing together policies and operationalizing them in the state, particularly the National Reading Framework, which is one of the key policies for basic education, is already part of the compendium that has been put together.
With this education policy specific to Adamawa State, I believe whatever partner is coming to support the state, it will go a long way of state priority and also in line with reducing the rate of out-of-school children and at the same time increasing the learning outcome.
The Adamawa State Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development says the draft policy aims to address the gaps in the education sector to accommodate more development.
In as much as we have the national policy on education for the country, we also feel that as a state, we need to domesticate this policy, this policy to fit into our own peculiarities as a government, as a people, as a state. And that is why we decided that we should have a document that can look truly an Adamawa document, in as much as we are part of a country with a national policy on education.
This policy document outlines clear priorities across the various educational levels, including basic, post-basic and tertiary education, as well as technical, vocational and formal education, among others.